welcome back to my channel. 3 weeks out. This is insane. Like, I'm just like, the time is just flying by so fast. I feel like it'll be over before I know it. So updates. I checked in on Wednesday. My coach got back to me and he said to do 120 grams of carbs, 40 grams of fat, and 160 protein for this weekend. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I'm gonna be on those macros, and then I'm checking in again Monday morning. So now I think I'm gonna be checking in twice a week instead of once a week, probably like Monday, Wednesday. And yeah, I'm so happy, honestly. Like, I was hoping for a refeed, but it's okay that I'm not getting like a full like cheat meal. Like, I'm just getting 40 extra grams of carbs, which I really needed. Like, I was really struggling towards the end of the week. My energy was just in the drain. I noticed myself getting really agitated really easily. So I'm sorry to any of my clients if I put you through extra torture this week. It's prep. That's what it is. Sorry, my dog is here. Come here, puppy. Come on. I know you always want to be on YouTube with me. Here she is, all pretty. She got groomed yesterday. Still smells so nice, so soft. So yeah, those are the updates. And then he also reduced my cardio by like 5 minutes. I was doing 65 minutes. Now he told me to do an hour. So that's what I did today. I know, I was at the gym for so long. You missed me. What else? I think that's it as far as the protocols. And then something I just wanted to talk about is like, I feel like I just want to be more present. Oh my God. Okay. This is a lot. Stop. Relax. I just want to be more present in the rest of this prep, because I feel like I've spent the whole like prep just being like, super focused on like the competition day and like the whole weekend and just everything like leading up to that weekend. And I haven't really stopped to like, I don't know, like enjoy life and like just, yeah, be present and stuff. So I've been meditating more this week to try to like ground myself a little bit. I feel like there's a lot of differences between this prep and my last prep. My last prep, I definitely didn't like achieve the physique that like I wanted to. She just burped. But I was definitely like more like loving like the process of it, and like I wasn't so hyper focused on show day. I was doing it throughout prep. I was like, I'm doing this to get into this lifestyle and to like change my lifestyle and the way that I train and the way that I eat and all of that. So it was more of a lifestyle thing, whereas this prep, I feel like I'm kind of just like show. So I'm like not really like being present in my life throughout the process, which I don't like. Normally I'm a very present person. So I'm trying to change that. And I think this YouTube is gonna help, like me doing more vlogs is gonna help me, because I'm just gonna I have to be present when I'm on camera and showing you my day to day and stuff like that. And so, yeah, and I want to make it like not just about the show, like just about like other things that I have going on, which reminds me, this weekend, my friend Ryan is in town from New Jersey. So tomorrow I'm taking a rest day. I'm just gonna go do my cardio in the morning, but then I'm gonna show him and his dad around. We're gonna do all the touristy LA things. And yeah, that'll be fun. I don't know if I'll be able to handle being around food, like if they go to a restaurant or something. I mean, I'm obviously gonna have to bring my meals with me, but I am kind of at that point now where it's like harder to look at food because like I'll watch like YouTube videos of like other bikini competitors and stuff and like seeing their meals and when their like calories are really high, and it's getting hard to like see that. So, but I'm aware of it. And so, yeah, we'll see how it's gonna go. I'll definitely try to vlog tomorrow. And then on Monday, can you just relax? It's not about you right now. And then on Monday, it's Memorial Day weekend, by the way. I think we're gonna go to the beach. And I do have to lift on Monday just because my Tuesday is like an insane day. I have clients literally all day from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. with like a little break, but I have to go see my dentist. So I have to lift glutes on Monday. But then we're gonna hang out after that. And yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Piggybacking off of what I was talking about with like being so show focused, what I found really helps me as well to not just be like, okay, we have to get to this show and then like it's all over, everything goes out the window, is like having goals and having plans for afterwards. So like last year, I remember like the week after the show, me and my best friend were going to this event. And then 2 weeks after that, I was going on like a trip with my boyfriend. Then I had a trip to New Jersey planned. So like I had other things to look forward to other than the show, which definitely helped with like the post-show depression, or post-show blues as they call it. So I don't even feel like I really got post-show blues last year. I mean, I definitely was like feeling a little more insecure about my body as like I started to put fat back on, but I wasn't like depressed, you know? So that's something that I'm also looking forward to. I'm really excited for this summer because the show is literally just the beginning of the summer. Like that's like, it's the weekend of June 18th, which is like the first weekend of the summer. And then after that, we have a month after that is my best friend's birthday. And she has a friend coming into town and we're planning this whole week for her. And then a week after that, I'm going on a camping trip with my boyfriend and my family in New York. And then, at some point I'm going to, my boyfriend's family does like a lake trip every year. So we're gonna do that. That's in Nevada. So like I have plans after the show that I'm really looking forward to. So that I think is gonna help me to kind of like be present and not so focused on this one day, because the day does go by so fast. Like I'm gonna vlog obviously during the day of the show, but I'm really gonna try to be present. Siri just always interrupts me. But I am really gonna try to be present because it goes by like in the blink of an eye, like, and yeah, and then it's gonna be over, and I don't wanna be like having all these like high expectations for it, and then like once it's over, like fall into a depression. So yeah. And then I also have like, obviously like fitness goals for after the show, not just like travel goals. I have decided that I do want to compete in a natural bodybuilding show after this one, because I'm competing in the NPC, which is not drug tested. So some of the girls I'm going against could, you know, be taking steroids or whatever. And, you know, no judgment there. But I just personally have chosen not to go that route because just for personal reasons. So she's making so much noise. So yeah, so I would like to compete in a natural show just to see like where I stack up against people who like are, you know, like on my playing field, I guess, like in the same kind of like bracket, I guess, as me, physique wise. So yeah, I don't know when that's going to happen. I haven't decided yet. It could be this fall, maybe I could be down for another prep as long as I stay pretty lean during the summer. Or it could be 2 years from now. I don't know. I'm not like in a rush to get into another prep, but I do know that that is something that I want to do in the near future. Anyway, other updates about how I'm just like feeling in general. I didn't vlog this mostly because I looked like absolute garbage last night. But I felt like a lot of shit last night. Like I was really struggling. I wasn't like hungry. I've actually been dealing with heartburn. And it happens like, so I take, supplements like pills. I take like B12, a cranberry pill, iron, D, ADK, just everything that I need to support, my training and everything. And when I take them all at once, sometimes I start to feel like nauseous and like get heartburn, but usually it's fine as long as I eat before or I eat right after. But because my calories are so low right now, I genuinely think that the food is not enough for all the pills that I take. So yesterday I, took them after I ate, and I was like, I almost threw up. Like it was really bad, and I felt like burning in my chest. And then like the rest of the night I was just like completely useless. I was editing a YouTube video, but I really felt terrible. And I don't know, I have to do more research on this and I'll get back to you on this, but a vegan bodybuilder that I follow that I really love, his name is Nimai Delgado. He has said in an interview before that he doesn't eat seitan, which is a type of gluten protein made from plants. That he doesn't eat it because it gives him heartburn. And I have been using seitan for pretty much this whole prep just because the macros are the best. It's like 40 grams of protein, 10 grams of carbs, and 1 gram of fat for a serving. So I don't know if that's the culprit, because last prep I was using different sources. I was using tofu, tempeh, vegan chicken, and seitan. And this prep, I've mainly been sticking to seitan because tofu's kind of high in fat. And I don't know, the vegan chicken, I just got bored of, I guess, from last prep. And tempeh is pretty high in fat as well. So not that my fats have ever been really low. Like my fats are still at like 45 grams or 50 grams. But anyway, regardless, I've been using seitan this whole prep, and I think I'm gonna try to swap it out for vegan chicken for the next couple weeks, because that's what I was eating towards the end of my last prep, and I know that I can digest it well. It sits really well with me. My body responds to it really well. So I think I'm gonna switch to that protein for the rest of prep. Just because I don't know if it's the seitan that's causing the heartburn, but if there's a chance, like I don't want to risk it because my digestion, why is that word so hard to say? My digestion really like needs to be like 100% for the next 3 weeks. Like I can't like mess this up, because that's what could make a difference, So yeah, and like also in line with that, I've had this like, I'm just gonna tell you my whole medical history right now, but I've had this like lump in the back of my head for a couple months now, and it only like causes me pain if I do like really high intensity like sprints or something like that. But my doctor prescribed amoxicillin for me just in case it's like an infection or something. But I'm not going to take that until the end of the prep because antibiotics totally mess with digestion, even though I'm taking probiotics and digestive enzymes. I already have digestive issues. I have IBS. So there's there's no way I can like risk that. And it doesn't cause me enough pain for me to like really be worried about it right now. But yeah, that's just like, that's how crucial it is to make sure your digestion is in check. Anyway, this video is getting way too long. Enjoy the chest workout that I'm gonna put here. My friend was supposed to join me for it. He didn't, so I did it alone. What else? I'm gonna vlog a little bit tomorrow, this weekend. And then next weekend, when I'm 2 weeks out, I'm going to another team workout in San Diego with my coach, and I'll be able to practice some posing with him. So I'll be vlogging that as well. And I will make sure to keep you updated with any more updates. Thanks for watching. Okay guys, so I am lifting chest today. I started off with an incline machine chest press. I am still on phase 1 of my coach's program, so everything in today's workout will be 6 to 8 reps for about 5 sets, and stopping 2 reps short of failure, keeping 2 reps in reserve. For these, I keep my scapula retracted the whole time. And I try to control the negative as much as I can. Next up, we have a machine bench press. I like to use the machine because it stabilizes me, so I can lift a little bit heavier, control the weight a little bit more, rather than a traditional bench press. For these, I started off a little too heavy, so I dropped down the weight in the last couple sets, which normally when I'm doing 5 sets, I try to keep it all at the same weight. But I just knew that if I tried to keep going at the same heavy weight, I would hurt my shoulder, which I'm trying not to do now that I have completely healed it in physical therapy. Next up, we have lateral raises. My coach gives me the option for whatever type of variation I'd like to choose. Seated, standing, machine, dumbbell. So I chose to do these seated. I feel like I can lift a little bit heavier and control the negative a little bit more when I'm seated. So I do a 3-second negative on these, and the last 2 sets I take to failure. Next up, we have the overhead press. With these, I was struggling. I could lift 40 pounds pretty easily last week. I don't know if maybe it was the drop in calories, but I still tried to get 6 reps at least with each set, even if that meant that I had to do a rest pause where I rested for 5 to 15 seconds before pumping out the last couple reps. And last, we have the narrow grip press for the triceps. So normally I like to use dumbbells for these, but I couldn't find 20-pound dumbbells anywhere in the gym. So I just used the 40 bar, which actually felt pretty good. I love this exercise. I feel like I can really feel my triceps working here. And again, with these, I take the last 2 sets of these to failure.
Let me see the wiggle butt. Where's the wiggle butt? Hi, baby. Hi. 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 Oh, you're such a good girl. You're a good girl. You're such a good girl.
Hi guys, just wanted to update you really quick. What is going on with my voice? Today is Memorial Day. So I spent all of yesterday with my friend Ryan and his dad. I didn't really vlog too much, just because I was trying to be present, and I was like showing them around. We did take pictures though, which I'll post on the screen. The one time I do wish I was vlogging, which I couldn't because my phone literally died, so I couldn't, but I wish that I had vlogged for dinner last night. I took them to my boyfriend's restaurant in Santa Monica. It's called Fia. It's like Italian fusion food, and it's chef driven. So it's like really like elaborate, like fancy dishes. You know, they have like seasonal menus and stuff like that. So we went there, and Normally I'm not like tempted by the food there because most of it isn't vegan. There's like a couple of vegan options, but for the most part, everything has like meat and dairy. So, like, I don't know, normally when we go there, I don't really eat that much. But last night, this is how I know like my calories are really low and the hunger is getting to me, because like I'm starting to get like weird cravings for like meat and like seafood, and like I haven't eaten meat in like 2 years, and so it's like really weird. It's like bizarre. Not meat really, but like chicken. Like when my boyfriend makes his chicken, it like smells really good to me. When he makes his shrimp, I'm like, it like looks good. And so yeah, so last night at FIA, you know, my boyfriend was showing them a good time. So like a lot of like appetizers, sides, entrees, like they were just getting like everything was coming to the table. And I like showed up with my 2 Tupperware boxes of like my 2 seitan and zucchini squash meals. And they like brought one out with the appetizers and then brought the other one, which was the identical meal, just a second version of it. They brought that one out with the dinner. And then my dessert was a salted caramel rice cake. So I'm really proud of myself, obviously, for like having the willpower to be able to like sit through a 3-hour dinner and not touch a single thing on the table. Not even like a sip of alcohol, like nothing. Which, you know, yay, go me. But it was hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was harder than I thought it was gonna be. Like, I was like, oh, we're going to FIA, like, no problem. I've seen this food before. I know what it is. Most of it I can't eat anyway, so I'm not gonna be tempted by it. But because I am in such a deficit, like things that normally I wouldn't be like, ooh, that looks yummy, I'm like salivating over. Which is weird to me because this didn't happen to me last prep. I never craved meat last prep. So yeah, I don't know what that is. I hope it goes away because I don't want to go back to eating meat, but I also want to like honor my cravings if like they are still there after the show. But yeah, so wish I got that on video, but my phone was charging in the back because we were out all day. We got like 17,000 steps in just going all over LA. Yeah, and then this morning we actually went down to Muscle Beach to show them that. And there was a bodybuilding show happening, which I didn't know that like they held them. It was like in an outdoor arena on Muscle Beach. So that was really cool. And I might look into like doing a show there one day because I didn't know that that existed and it's so close to home. So yeah, and now I'm gonna go get this glute day in, and then that will probably wrap up this video because I already updated you on everything and I already showed you a workout. And I think that's all I wanted to do in this video. I did have my check-in this morning with my coach, 3 weeks out check-in, and my weight has stayed the same, even though he did give me those, these last 3 days have been a little bit higher carb. I've been at 120 carb instead of 80 grams of carbs. But my weight has stayed the same. I'm still at 115.6 pounds. This morning I was feeling a little bit insecure, not gonna lie, not because of my physique, like I think my body looks fine, but more so because of my posing. I just feel like I haven't been dedicating as much time this prep to posing as I was last prep. I think just because I'm like, oh, I already know how to do it because I did this before. But, you know, my coach and I did change things with my posing routine. So like I do need to work on those things to make them look a little bit more seamless and effortless. And I feel like I'm still a little bit like stumbly. So yeah, I'm gonna make more of an effort these next 3 weeks to really practice 15 minutes a day at least, just bringing my heels with me to the gym every time I go to the gym. So another difference between last prep and this prep, is that I am definitely feeling more food focused this prep, because last prep I never looked at any like food pages on Instagram or like reels of like, you know, when they like pull apart like the donuts or the cookies or whatever, you know, those like food like pages. Never looked at them, never was interested. I don't know if it was because I was trying not to trigger feelings of hunger, or if I was afraid that it would make me want to cheat. I don't know what it was. I just had no interest in doing it, really. It wasn't like, oh my God, I'm so hungry, I can't look at that. I just was like more focused on just other things. Like I would look more at like, you know, competitors, they're posing like on stage and stuff like that, like more like studying that. But this Saturday night, my best friend Avital came over, and she's also in prep for the same show. We're doing it again together. And she always looks at food during prep, like the whole time. She just does that in regular life too. But that's all we did. Like all night, we were just on Instagram looking at food, like making lists of places we're gonna go after the show. And like, it is exciting to do that. And like, there's something like, I don't know, like exciting about that, but I don't really like it because it's like all of my like brain power and energy is like going to that, like searching places and, you know, stuff like that. I don't know. I wish I wasn't as food focused this time, but I think it's because I do have more muscle this prep, and my calories are lower. I'm eating less food than I was at this time last prep. So I think it's natural. Like, I'm trying to be patient with myself and know that this is a natural thing that other bikini competitors go through. You know, I hear them talk about it all the time. Like, oh, I can't stop thinking about food, looking at food online. And I'm just trying to show myself grace and, you know, like go easy on myself, basically, not like beat myself up for wanting to do it. Because there is something comforting in it, in like knowing that like, no, I cannot have it right now, but I can have it in 3 weeks and it will be so much more worth it. Like if I wait and I enjoy it after I crush these goals of getting on stage, showing my best physique yet, what I've been working for a year, you know? So yeah, that's something else that is like different between last prep and this prep. So yeah, I think that's all the updates I have for you guys, and I will see you in my 2-week out video next time. Woo!